Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 58. I did label the last part wrong. It's 57. Don't worry. But anyway, in the last part, we did this mission of Expeditions Vikings, and Gales tolerate me. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gales tolerate us. I mean, the Northumbrians hate me. The Picts is not bad. The Northmen, not too worried. Reeb, respected. The Clansmen obviously idolize me. And let's hunt in this mission. Fingula jumps into her arms around her father, almost knocking him over. The king's been silent all the way here, but when he sees his daughter, life returns to his eyes, quickly followed by tears. Finny, I'm so glad you're safe. They told me they'd done horrible things to you. They never caught me, thanks to you and Brassel. I snuck out of the back while you held them off. So that's why they took me. Where's your mother? Colour drains from Fingula's face. Noticing her disquiet, Donacor clenches his fist and straightens his back. The princess gently pulls him away, and tearful conversation follows in the hushed tones. When they are more or less done consoling each other, Donacor returns to you with red-eyed Fingula a few steps behind. I thank the Lord for keeping my daughter safe and sending you to help. No, God didn't send me. Costinian Ferguson did. Wait. McFergusa did. Yes, the sly old dog. That erases any doubts I might have harboured about this marriage. I owe him much now. I regret that I have one daughter to give him. I have but one daughter to give him. Finigula pinches her father congenially on the shoulders and permits herself a half-choked chuckle. They couldn't handle any more than one of me. Donegal grins wearily at you. Isn't that the truth? Will you both accompany us to Perth? Donegal's eyes glow hard, and for a moment you can clearly see the monarch in him. Nay, I've pressing matters to attend to. We must go to Barry and inform him that we're still alive. Does Dry still know what happened here? I sent Eind 2 days ago. If anyone's guessed why no one came to our aid. It's anyone guessed why no one came to our aid. A shadow sets over Donegal's face, and we should go with Barry and find out. Donegal turns back to you. As you can see, we have many things to sort out here. This attack has raised some questions about allegiances. Rest assured, it's nothing that will jeopardize our arrangement with Costinian. You'll trust us with your daughter, then? You saved my father. You've earned our trust. You've earned more than that. If my estate were not burnt to the ground, I would shower you in treasures, Viking. As it stands, I must defer payment. When you and my daughter reach Perth, find my niece Miel Fabil. She sells the products of our land by the river, and she'll reward you for your great deeds. I appreciate that. We'll seek her out. Jonathan pulls his daughter into a tight hug. Yep, not saying that, my princess. I'll follow you in time for the wedding. Alright, let's fucking go. Oh shit, did not mean to tab out. Let's get straight back into the game. We'll get ourselves back to the motherfucking Costinian, whatever his name is. The asshole who's paying me. But I'm pretty sure the Gales like me now. It's not the one I want. Yeah, Codex. Yeah, they respect me. Respect and like are way too many different, way too far away from each other. Yeah, we should be able to go straight to here. Yeah, I think it'll be a problem. We'll get hungry about here. Okay, we got hungry a bit earlier than I suspected, but that's fine. It doesn't fucking bother me. It's nae bother. Oh God, speaking Scottish lines is very hard as an Englishman. It's just it's some bother. But hey, that's what you have to do, doesn't it? That's what you have to do. Just auto assign, and oh yes, I have light trauma. So Ketil, can you do me a favor and heal this light trauma, while you witchcraft the living fuck out of that, and let's make camp. I'm guessing that's what's her face, the one who doesn't do anything. So everything's okay. Let's move on. Get ourselves back to Perth and get ourselves paid and whatever we were doing. Let's get straight to Perth then. I mean, we need about 7k more valuables until we can send them home or take them home. So that's unfortunate. Oh well, what are you gonna do? And the answer to that, unfortunately, is not much, but oh well, what are you gonna do? So we're gonna move on and see what we can do. Unfortunately, it will take a while to load in because of the, what's it called? The area and whatnot. So yeah, should be there in a second when the game decides to stop being a cunt. So after this, I think we're going to go to this. We'll probably, if there's nothing in particular we have to do, we'll probably go finish our mission off of the Northumbrians. Much to my dismay. Who are they? Why do I feel like I know them. But they're golden, so we're talking to them. Anything extra to do is always something nice to talk to do. Who kicked that down? I wonder who. Meridian. Oh, you have my eternal gratitude, Viking. You've more than earned it. I can think of none besides you who could have gotten both Killian and I out of that mess. Are you settling in here? Oh yes, I was wrong to resist your offer. After unencountered decades of solitude, I had forgotten what it means to be a leader in faith. There are many here who still follow the old gods. Many more than I expected. Killian is overjoyed to be out of the woods as well, out in the world as well. You should have seen him when they first entered the city. He's already courting one of the local girls, I believe. Will you send me some of those drinks and remedies? To you and your people, we'll sell them at cost. What do you need? Doll's Pain. I've got some numbing tincture. I'll speak to you later. Let's talk to Cillian. He doesn't really give a... He's gold purely because he's the main character. He doesn't give a fuck about you. As far as he's concerned, he'd prefer you to leave him alone. And I guess we'll have to listen to his wishes. So I wonder what the King of Costinian has to say. Costinian is engaged in some kind of strategic meeting when Fugula of the Gales, fuck, I actually can't say that word's too annoying, enters this hall ahead of you. He immediately dismisses advisors, walks briskly towards her and draws her into a tight embrace. Finny, my little girl, how you've grown. It's good to see you back in Perth, safe and sound. Fugula looks only miles surprised by the warmth of the King's welcome. Thank you, Your Majesty. It's only thanks to Sigmar that I made it here. Where's your father and mother, girl? What happened to my emissaries? Fingula's eyes focus on something distant. She looks suddenly very young. It's a long story. I'm very tired. Forgive me. You've had a long journey. Costinian snaps his finger to one of his servants, takes Fingula gently by the arm and leads her over to the corner of the hall. Shortly after, her groom appears in the door and joins her. Sigmar, will you tell me what happens? Other Vikings attacked Donecor's homestead and took him hostage. Fortunately, we are better Vikings. Odd that they took Donecor's and not Fingula. Do you know why? I'm guessing this top one. Fingula escaped the attack and evaded her would-be captors. I think they settled for Donecor because of it. She's a brave and resourceful girl, that Finny. Couldn't ask for a finer daughter-in-law. Costinian motions to a servant who promptly brings out another pot filled with treasure. I want you to have this. You've all but secured my reign. Fingula will marry Donald soon. The wedding will take place in this very hall, and you will be guests of honor. That's a great honor, Your Majesty. Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's much to be left to organize still. Costinian turns back to advise, and your herd gathers itself by the door. After look, please. This is it. It seems Costinian considers us his allies. I can't see how he could ask more of us after this. Allies? What happened to carrying a piece of this land for ourselves? We have what we need, don't we? A strong ally among the Britons, who we can rely upon to apply political pressure to the Alving. It doesn't matter fuck my words today. It doesn't matter how strong our allies are when they are without influence among the Norse. We ought to plan a full invasion from Orkney to take Northumbria and Pictavia for ourselves. Athmos snorts condescendingly. What hope do we have of beating these nations? Even with 1,000 people under our command, we could not take hold of 2 kingdoms. Then we play the Picts and the Northumbrians out against each other. Let them wear each other down and tip the scales so that our allies win. Just as they think their victory is secured, we strike at them when they are weak. Let's maybe not discuss this within the earshot of His Majesty. Gun and herself exchange sheepish glances, but they say nothing more. Fucking retards. So what mission we got now? Let's have a look. Alright, attend the wedding. I guess we could just go speak to her, or... fuck it, we'll speak to her. Fingula is with her future husband. They seem to have known each other for a long time. Sigmar, have you met Domhnall? It's an honor to finally meet you. My father speaks of you in glowing terms. You'll attend the wedding, won't you? My father has sent word that he's on his way. It'll be nice to see everyone gathered again for the ceremony. What does this ceremony involve? All the clan heads from Pictavia and Dalretia will gather in this hall. We will vow to love each other and remain faithful to each other for the rest of our lives. So this is not just a marriage between two people, it's a marriage between everyone. Wow, it's a bit modern. Meridiana will bestow the blessing of the All Gods upon us, and the Bishop of Iona is on his way to conduct the ceremony. After the ceremony, we'll have a great feast, and then, she glances at Dom and blushes, we'll retire for the night. So basically gonna fuck. Fair enough, I get it. Are you two old friends? Fingula looks adoringly at Donald. I'm just gonna call him Donald, because I don't like that M there. Aye, we've known each other since we were small. Our fathers have always had close ties to each other. It's kept our kingdoms at peace with each other for many decades. We used to have a lot of little wars. Once we're married, such conflicts will be firmly in the past. Alright, tell us what you want us to do. So I guess we've got nothing better to do. I mean, murdering and pillaging is just obviously going to take a back burner. Oh no, we're just going to go straight to the wedding. Fair enough. The wedding is a series of very peculiar rituals. The young bride and groom are very handsomely dressed, and they look at each other like there are no other people in the world. Costinian beams with pride. He has a lovely speech. And his voice quivers with emotion as he delivers it. Nephew subtly slips your hand into hers. You feel a squeeze every time the speech gets particularly affecting. Donoko arrived just in nick of time, causing a slight delay while the horses of his retinue were stabled. He cried when he walked Fungola into the hall, and the occasional sob still escapes him during Costinian's speech. Meridian speaks for a long time about the old gods relying on some story of that seems only vaguely related to love and marriage, but still managed to keep all the guests captivated. Just as the young priest is finally done, about to steal the whole thing, Granny bursts through the door. Her armor is spattered with someone else's blood. Attack! Vikings! Our eyes fall on you, wide with alarm, but Granny addresses you like commander of the field of battle. We need you out there, Sigmar. You know their tactics. If he draws a weapon, sack you, that raven starver. All sentiment is gone from Costinian's voice. Granny, you stay here. Protect my daughter and her soon-to-be husband. Sorry, what? She did not protect my son and her soon-to-be wife? Oh, whatever. You can tell she's weighing the options in her head. Right, go fend off your kinsmen, Vikings. My people and I'll protect the hall. How did I get the fucking short stick? Wait a second. How did I, the good person here, get the fucking short stick? You know, I feel like they just don't respect us. They obviously don't give a fuck what we think, and honestly, I find that very, very rude. But I'm kind of out of time, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm just going to equip our teammates, and the next part we will do the actual thing. I know this is going to be a short part, ladies and gentlemen, but I have got other things to do today, so I do apologize, and I'll extend the next part. See you guys then.